Natural gas. It is the most common fuel gas found in homes around the world. Formed over millions of years from the remains of ancient plants and animals buried deep underground, it travels through vast pipeline networks before reaching your stove, heater, or water tank. The main component is methane, which burns cleanly and produces a steady, controllable flame. Because it is lighter than air, any leak tends to rise and disperse rather than pool on the floor. It has no natural smell, so gas companies add a chemical called mercaptan to give it that familiar rotten egg odor, making leaks easier to detect. Liquefied petroleum gas. Often shortened to LPG, this is the gas most commonly found in pressurized cylinders used for cooking, heating, and outdoor grills. It is a mixture of propane and butane, both of which are byproducts of natural gas processing and crude oil refining. Unlike natural gas, LPG is stored as a liquid under pressure and converts to a gas when released. It contains more energy per unit than natural gas, meaning it burns hotter and faster. One important difference from natural gas is that LPG is heavier than air, so a leak will sink to floor level and collect in low spaces, which makes ventilation especially important in kitchens and enclosed areas. Propane. While propane is technically part of LPG, it is often sold and used on its own, particularly in colder climates. It has a lower boiling point than butane, which means it vaporizes reliably even in freezing temperatures. This makes it the preferred choice for outdoor heaters, rural home heating systems, and areas where natural gas pipelines do not reach. Propane tanks are common on farms, in remote cabins, and on large outdoor barbecues. It is also used in some vehicles as an alternative to gasoline, where it produces fewer pollutants during combustion. Butane, a quieter cousin of propane. It is also derived from petroleum and is part of the LPG family, but it behaves quite differently in cold weather. Its boiling point is higher, so it struggles to vaporize properly when temperatures drop below around 0 degrees Celsius. For this reason, butane is better suited for indoor use, portable camping stoves, and small handheld lighters. You will find it in many disposable lighters and small gas canisters sold for tabletop cooking. In warmer climates, it works well as a primary cooking fuel because the temperature rarely gets low enough to affect its performance. Biogas, a renewable fuel produced from the decomposition of organic waste. It provides a sustainable source of energy for cooking and heating. Bacteria break down materials like food scraps, animal manure, and agricultural waste inside sealed containers called digesters, releasing a gas that is primarily methane mixed with carbon dioxide. After basic filtering, this gas can be used directly for cooking and heating in much the same way as natural gas. Small household biogas units have been common for decades in rural parts of India, China, and parts of Africa, where they offer an affordable and sustainable alternative to bottled gas or firewood. On a larger scale, biogas is also captured from landfills and sewage treatment plants, where organic decomposition happens naturally and continuously. Coal gas. It has a long history that stretches back to the early 19th century, making it one of the first manufactured fuels to be piped into homes. It is produced by heating coal in the absence of air, a process called destructive distillation, which releases a flammable mixture of hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. For over 100 years, it was the standard fuel for street lighting, cooking, and heating across much of Europe and North America. The problem was that carbon monoxide made it quietly toxic, and accidental poisoning from faulty appliances or leaking pipes was not uncommon. As natural gas became widely available through the mid-20th century, coal gas was gradually phased out in most parts of the world. It is rarely used in homes today, but understanding it puts the history of domestic energy in a clearer light. Hydrogen gas. It is the lightest element in the universe, and it has quietly been part of the industrial world for over a century. In the home, it is not yet widely used as a direct fuel, but it is gaining significant attention as an alternative to natural gas for heating and cooking. When burned, it produces only water vapor, making it one of the cleanest fuels possible. Some countries are already running trial programs where hydrogen is blended into existing natural gas pipelines. The challenge lies in how the hydrogen is produced, since most of it today still comes from processes that use fossil fuels. But as renewable energy expands, hydrogen made using clean electricity is becoming more viable. Carbon monoxide. It is not a fuel, but it is a gas that can appear in any home that uses combustion for heating, cooking, or hot water. It forms when fuels like gas, wood, or oil burn without enough oxygen, a process called incomplete combustion. It is colorless, odorless, and completely undetectable without a sensor. At low levels, it causes headaches and nausea, and at higher concentrations, it can be fatal within minutes. Blocked flues, poorly maintained boilers, and running engines in enclosed garages are common sources. Carbon monoxide detectors are now a standard safety requirement in many countries, and for good reason.